What time is it? Is it quitting time? I don't think it's quitting time. It's time to get going. You know what? There's always a project here at Ice Age TV. But when I have projects, I got to move a lot of things around to get to my project. So what is the project today besides the faked out bird nest my daughter planted on me? She didn't plant it on the Camaro. You notice that? Much of my channel, somebody mentioned that. Like, you're pretty smart. She didn't put it on the Camaro. But what we're up to, the breakout needs to have a tire plug. And I've been told to get the stop and go tire plug. So I'm going to pull the cars out, get them out of my way. I'm going to pull the brake out, which I haven't ridden since Florida. That's just hard to believe for me. And I'm going to plug this, so see if I can figure it out. And stay tuned for the Ice Age Adventures tire plug completion or failure. It is time to make some noise here in the shop. And the way you do that is by starting up my cars. I've had mod exhaust on, so let's get the Dark Horse that's got a bird's nest hanging on it. And then let's get the Camaro out and get the rumble going so I can get the breakout out. And then we can have the adventures of how inept I am to plug a tire in the Dark Horse. It's interesting, I forget that when you have this e-brake on, you don't need to touch it. When you just let off the gas here, it automatically releases itself. And I forget about that. And there's a bird. It just doesn't end, man. It's beyond believable with me smoking the heck out of this barn at these bird brains just continue to frickin' fly in. Now, you just heard the Mustang Dark Horse. Now we're getting the Camaro that just trashed. Oh, I got to disconnect the battery charger. Yeah, it's a good thing I remembered this, right? You know, some of my subscribers are like, man, you're going to get the rats in these cars. And, you know, my success has been me not getting rats in these cars by not putting a car cover on them. When you put the car cover on these things, yes, because it becomes like a heating blanket for the mouse, rats, whatever. And so for me, since I'm truly out in the cold environment, I've been very lucky not to have rats and mice move into my cars. It's a cold environment up here, and we're not driving all these cars every day, so there's nothing gained by them crawling up in my car besides maybe eating the wiring. But typically, it seems more it's about hibernating in your car. So, yeah, that's yeah, is that on my mind? Sure. Yeah, right. All right, now into the Camaro. And how does she sound compared to the Mustang Dark Horse with 5.0 liter? And this is a 7.4 liter, is that right? That's hard to believe. 427, wow. Let's see here. So how's that sound, huh? That sounds pretty beefy, doesn't it? Think about this. This car is going to be 10 years old. First time in my life since I was a kid that I'll have 10-year-old cars. I'm not lying to you. I don't remember last time that I had cars that were 10 years old in my life. And yeah, this is 2015, not to 2015, but the model year release of this for the new cars usually becomes the summer, fall months. So now I'm in a little bit of an incline. It's really this thing in gear. And this right here is manual. Turn this thing off. See if she rolls back a little bit. A little bit, but I got her in first gear. If I had her in first gear, I would not feel confident. All right. And these cars are just dusted. It's pollen. This time of year where it's a never-ending battle to keep cars clean because between the pollen, me smoking, all that stuff. And yes, I've got the personalized tags in Virginia Ice Age. How about that? Isn't that pretty cool? Got creative. One's an I, one's a 1. Oh, wow. So there's the spongy balls I bought for Kiefer. I just ordered more. And these are so cool as you can't destroy them. So, all right. Look how tight everything is. I wish I had time to go ride, but man, I'm just slammed. I'm just working my ass off my business. You don't see that aspect, and I'm out here crying. But by the time I get to the end of the day, it's like, who the hell wants to get on a car, motorcycle? Yeah, I've drove 200 miles today in traffic. Where's the excitement to jump on a motorcycle and go ride around the you know, forget it. But it's beautiful out here with the pups and all. So let me get the Harley out, and you know the screw is very obvious, so you just watch this here. Wow, that's a project. Holy crow. Since the tire is flat, that's like moving a brick. Yeah, like a 500-pound brick. And to be able to, I didn't have any help. My daughter's at the gym, so I'm rolling back and forth. Oh, it's a project. It's not easy. But I'd rather me fix it than the dealership, because the dealership won't fix it. So the whole deal here is dealership, nobody's going to touch that tire. They won't plug it. You have to buy a whole new one. That turns into a $500 project on a brand new tire. I'm plugging it. Well, the first project is getting this damn thing out. That's going to be a project in itself. Yikes. All right, first thing I'm doing, I'm using like a Gerbo big old knife, and I am able to, come on, Keith, just the dog just wants to be, I'm literally pulling it out where I can get like a pair of pliers to be able to grab it. So there's a little trick right there for you. Maybe out there trying to figure out if you have a really heavy duty knife, you can kind of get it pulled out. He just wants to play. Always wants to play. All right, I got her. Got kind of creative. Look at this thing here. Wow. Look at that. So there, kind of went in at an angle. What's everybody's thoughts? Am I crazy? But there it is. You know, and what I tell you, these big ass fat tires, the odds are against you. It's like a magnet to the debris. Look at that, how it has that little end. So now what do? Read the instructions, right? Yeah, this looks pretty intense. So I'm sure if I'm smart, just go to the website and watch them, or look at the instructions. Okay, so now it's saying take one tool, use probe to inspect the damage. I did that. Then it says thoroughly remount the hole with a rasp tool. So now, let's just go over here and start plugging away and clean this thing out. Which that'll take 2 hands. Okay, I'm working her. It's definitely work. In my position is this. I'd rather try to fix it myself before I spend $500 on a new tire and then go down the road, get another flat tire, get expensive. So just work it. You got to put a lot of pressure on it, but just act like you're turning a screwdriver. And so I'm going to screw it all the way down and then screw it back out. And I think that's how you get it cleaned up. And I'd do it a few times if I was you. Now, one thing you have to say to yourself, what if you had a speed drill and you could be doing it with your gun? I mean, why wouldn't you do that? That makes no sense to me. Seems like that'd be a better idea. But now it's threading in and out really easily. You get the keeper dog effect here. So it's getting easier. So I'm cleaning up that hole. So I guess it penetrates it easier. So I'm just going back and forth, in and out a little bit to get it ready. All right. So you really want to be able to get this plugger thing to be able, you can push it in and pull it out. So you really want to get it so that it's really cleaned out so that plug can go in easy and not be disrupted. So I'm kind of pulling, see here, I can pull it out now. Push it in, pull it out, and then that way, I think you really got it. See here? See, I've pushed it all the way in, and see that? I think she's ready. Okay, now I am on the home stretch, maybe. So this probe comes apart. So this probe here, you can see how you're going to put this little tip in this end right here. So this just slides off. See that? That pick there stays like that. And apparently, I guess, I'm going to kind of look at this a little closer here to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So hold on a second. Okay, so you take the mushroom. This is the plug that's going to go inside the tire. And then when you pull it out, it's going to internally plug this tire. So you put this here like that. Then you're supposed to kind of get it a little recessed. So it's a little kind of like flush. And it shows, actually I'm using this tool right here of pushing it down a little bit. So I just took that end there, that nipple, and pushed it down inside there. Now you're supposed to take and put this on top of that. So just follow along. All right, so you put that nipple on, and now you take, well, you know, it's interesting. They show you, that's kind of interesting, on how insert the probe nozzle, then unscrew from the nozzle. Interesting, what that's all about. Screw loaded plugger on a nozzle tire. Very interesting. I'll go over here and check this out. So it's showing here that now I'm supposed to plug that in there, but then it's saying something else. So hold on. Okay. Got her on there, but I don't know why they want you to take this back off. That's where I'm kind of confused. But I tell you what, in a cold day, man, I think this would be a lot harder to do.
Why did you look out like I had 3 heads?
Well, the dogs, just make sure they won't get out the road.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to make this work. So this is very interesting how this, but it's confusing how it tells you to put this thing in the tire, but then to unscrew it. So I don't understand that part. And, all right, well, let's see if the Iceman can figure it out. All right, so now you would think they'd give you glue or something, but they don't. So it's so kind of like, it seems like something's missing. It seems like there's something more to this. Because now you take and you start screwing this down like this, and it's going to push that plug through that diaphragm into the tire, and then as you pull it out, I mean, it just seems like there would be glue. Wouldn't you think so? But there's, as far as I know, there's not any glue. So what else is it telling me? So you got to keep this thing, you got to keep these plugs stored in a Ziploc, on this little bag right here. All right, so it's just saying start turning the Allen wrench. Well, this starts pushing that plug through that diaphragm. I'm going to probably use 2 hands to do this. Or is it that simple? And then once you go over to the bottom, I got to hold this here. Okay, so I just hit bottom. That's all the way at the bottom now. Now it says unscrew this. All right, so I got the Allen wrench screwed all the way back up. Then it says just to pull this out, and I should have a little rubber nipple here when I pull it out. So let's see what happens here. It's too good to be true in my book. There it is. Wow. So there it is. So now it says to trim this so it's pretty level with your tire. And then we're going to put air in the tire and see if it holds it. Wow, this is pretty cool. Very cool. And voila! There it is. Look at that there. So I trimmed it off. Kind of got a little excess here. I'll kind of clean it up a little bit. And now I'm going to put air in the tire and let the bike sit overnight. And let's see what happens. You know, in the adventures of life, I can't believe I didn't figure out how to make this damn thing. This is such a great portable air compressor for you to bring with you when you get a flat tire and need air. It's just so great. So Avid Air, I got it on Amazon. There's different brands out there. But now we're going to set it. I believe the back tire is 40, I think. But it doesn't really. 42. I'll just say 42 just to make sure tomorrow morning it says 42. And here we go. So 7 pounds. As she does. So it's pretty cool. You just can set that there. It's set at 42. And there you go. You know, so many years ago, I had all these air compressors. And oh my gosh, you sit in the ground and you hold it. You take it off. We got a gauge. I mean, those are really good if you want really fast air. But these are good if you want just convenience and not being on your hands and knees the whole time. So it's a great tool to have, but we're going to carry in this bike. You're not. Oh, I'm still going. Look at this here. It's getting there. I just wiped the whole bike down. The amount of time it takes for that thing to work. I mean, they're cool, but they're slow. And you need to clean the wheels off. By that time, it'll be full of air. Now, does she hold the air? So the oldest trick in the book, pour some water on it and she bubbles. She didn't do it. What do you think? I think we did good. Look at that. But the true, I guess a lot of people say true story would be once you ride it, which I don't disagree. And some people are like, no way. But for me, yeah, way. That's such a big back tire. I think you would really start feeling that thing. And just, for the first, you just kind of keep an eye on, I guess. Wow. Right? Wow. I mean, to me, I just spent like 20 or 30 bucks for this stop and go tire kit. Anybody there that's watching my channel interested as I promote a product with somebody else, do I get any money? If I guess they sponsored me. Who's going to sponsor me, right? Besides the guys in the white jackets. Yeah, the stop and go. You just saw what I did. I think it's a great thing. I bought 3 of these just to throw in various vehicles, bikes. I think it's a great idea. I mean, I watch this on the videos, and I think it's just a really cool concept. And I like how it's an internal patch, how that mushroom kind of creates like a patch internally. So there you go. And it looks like the dogs want to go for a ride. Do they want to go for a ride? But we're not going to take a ride. They're so funny. As always, I haven't started this bike up in a while. Do I start it? Just to hear it? I think I should. Haven't done it in a while. I haven't ridden this bike since we were down there in Florida, which is hard to believe. When was that? Back in February? Yeah, February. So you're already talking March, April. It's already been a good 2 months. So let's see if I can launch her against my car. She's in neutral. Up. Exhaust means sounds just right. You just can't beat that good old Hurley exhaust. I just love the 117 motor. That is such a nice option package. Now here's a question to my subscribers. I just picked up that camper. If you watch my channel, I just bought a first time ever an RV, a tow behind, bumper pull, toy hauler. And, we're going to be out at Myrtle Beach. I've never done the bike week stuff. I've never done it. I really don't get into that stuff of being in bumper to bumper traffic, going through the strip. That just isn't me, but some people love it. But my good friend Chris wants to go, so we're going to go down to Myrtle Beach during Myrtle Beach Bike Week. But here's a question. I think this is the better selection bike to go to Myrtle Beach. Are we really going to be riding our fully dressed bikes all around, the Myrtle Beach area? I don't really know. But the thing is, if 100 mile, this bike here, 100 mile a day is nothing. Yeah, if you told me it's going to 300, 400, 500 miles, no, but we don't usually do that. We're usually 50 mile, 100 mile a day rides. I think that's a better bike to take. The CVOST is badass to take, but at the same time, this is such a fun bike. I like to hear others' opinions, what they think I should take. Let me know. And it'll be easier to tow. Put it in my see right now, my friend Chris wants to bring his brand new Road Glide, so we throw that in the back trailer. And if we take 3 bikes, I'm going to throw one of the bikes up in the back of the trailer of I'm going to take the F450 truck. So I'm going to throw one of the bikes in the bed of the truck. I've done this too many times. Fully dressed bike put in the back of a pickup truck, especially 4-wheel drive. It's way up in the air. It's just nerve-wracking getting that thing in and out. It's just, you got a 1,000-pound bike basically. Versus this here's like 500 pounds. I think this is so much the better decision. And then my daughter's bike is the Lowrider ST. So we're thinking about putting the 2 fully dressed bikes in the camper trailer, but then I said, no, I'll put the Lowrider ST in the bed of the truck. And I get too confident. Hey, everybody watching my video. Hey, thanks for watching. They're probably like, geez, dude, I just wanted to see a video on how to patch your tire. But now you're telling us all your life's adventures. Yeah, welcome to Ice Age TV. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great evening. And what's tomorrow morning's conversation? What will I talk about? Tune in. I give you some great information on my channel I think you would enjoy. So tune in every morning where I do a nice 30 to 40, it's really 40 minutes plus, talking. Probably get bored of it, but that's what I do. So once again, share the channel. Have a great evening. My next project, oh, there's always a project.